What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play Zoids Battle Legends. Now we've completed the campaign, we can go ahead and start on the tournament mode, but before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and load up the Republic campaign save file I had, because a viewer requested that I demonstrate the Gojulus and the Gojulus Giga in the garage here. So I'm going to do that real quick and just sort of show them off. So here we are at the end of the game and the final mission with our Koenig Wolf. Switching over to the Gojulus, which, as you can see, is freaking huge. I mean, we have to tilt the camera up just to see the thing's head. And like I said, it's not a bad Zoid, but much like the Iron Kong, it has some rather unique weapons that can't really be equipped to many other Zoids, with the exception of it. Although I'm sure there are some other weapons that it can equip that are more normal. But we don't even have weapons that can fit in two of the slots. So here's the Gojulus Giga, which has an obscene amount of health, like 4,200. That's like boss level health. And as you can see, it still looks like a dinosaur, but it looks nothing like the regular Gojulus. And it's pretty powerful, but unfortunately, we never unlock any of its good weapons in the campaign. So especially with not the its best weapon, which is the Eagle Cannon thing, which is just a ridiculously powerful weapon, and that would make the Gojulus Giga worth using, but we never get it, so unfortunately I never bothered to use the Gojulus Giga, or the regular Gojulus in the campaign for that matter. But anyway, now that's all taken care of, let's go and participate in the tournament mode. Gonna start a new game here. And basically how this works is we're gonna come up to the character selection screen here, and based on what characters we choose will determine on what tournament we'll be doing, what opponents will have. And there's 3 different tournaments based on what characters we choose. If we choose a character from Chaotic Century, we'll get a Chaotic Century tournament, and if we get New Century Zero characters, we'll get a New Century Zero tournament. And or if we choose characters from original characters from this game, then we'll get original characters from this game as our opponents. So I'm going to start with the Chaotic Century one first, choosing some of the better characters here. So our first opponents are Rosso and Viola, and they have a Red Horn and a Mir Mulga, which may not seem very challenging at all, but you'll find that his Red Horn is actually quite a challenge at this point, because we start out here with only 4 Zoids, 4 very basic Zoids that any novice would have if they were participating in the Zoids tournament going by the New Century Zero logic. But obviously I'm going to switch over to the Command Wolf, because I like the Command Wolf, and we don't have any weapons for it or any subparts. But I'm going to give my ally here, who is Irvine, the Cannon Tortoise for the time being. We have a shop here where we can buy and sell Zoids and Zoid parts. So I'm going to go ahead and sell the other Zoids that I'm never going to use so I can get more money. So we start out with 30,000, and that'll all be going towards getting our first really good Zoid. Now we could spend our money on just modifying our current Zoids and making them really good, which would be easy. Well, I want to sell the leftover weapons as well, so we get a few extra. But we could buy some weapons for this thing and make it better. But here's all the selections of Zoids we can buy on all the different models. We have Sea Strikers, Cannon Tortoise, Buster Tortoise, Mulgas, Attack Cats, Command Wolves, lots of different Command Wolves, Rev Raptors, Gun Sniper, Snipe Master, Zebra Fangs, the Shield Ligers, Liger Arrow, the Proto Zebrafang, Red Horns, a Green Horn, Dark Horns, D-Bison, the Shadow Fox, the Lightning Sykes, the Blade Liger, which I definitely want to get eventually, Elephanters, Iron Kongs, Gojuluses, Genosaurs, Geno Breakers, the Liger Zero, and all of its modifications from New Century Zero. Including the X, the Berserk Fury, the Strum Fury, and the Strum Tyrant, which are, I guess, Berserk Fury is supposed to be it's Berserk Fuhrer in this game, but whatever. Let's see, you got Diablo Tigers, Cyclopses, Griffin, Chimera Dragon, Double Arm Lizard, Lorgale, Fuser Dragon, the Liger Zero Phoenix, the Energy Liger, and the Gustav. Now, the Liger Zero Phoenix and the Energy Liger are the most expensive Zoids in the game, but I'll be showing them off eventually. Now, what I want to do here is, the Zoid I really want to get, and I have enough money for it actually, is this is the one that we can get through all 3 of these tournaments with this one Zoid alone. It's the Lightning Sykes BS is the one I want to get. And this Zoid trust me, it's BS. But we actually have enough money to afford it. But I'm not gonna be. I want a little extra challenge here for this first battle, so I'm gonna just buy a better weapon for my command wolf and just go into battle with it. And as you can see, we have a big variety of weapons we can buy for it, weapons that we never unlocked in the campaign. We can even buy the dual sniper rifle for our command wolf. So if we wanted to use a command wolf throughout the entire campaign, that's what I would buy for it. But I'm just gonna buy a long range rifle and go ahead and equip that. And I'm going to leave the cannon tortoise exactly as it is. That's all I'm going to buy. I'm not going to buy any sub parts. In fact, I'm never going to buy a single sub part in this entire run through the tournament mode. In all 3 tournaments, I'm never going to buy a single sub part. That's part of my personal challenge of using completely stock Zoids with just whatever weapons I want on them. So we have some squad commands here we can give our ally here, which don't really do that much good because the AI is not brilliant in this game. But the long-range rifle should be powerful enough to take out this Mulga within a few seconds. But the Red Horn is going to start slowly creeping up on us. So we definitely want to pay attention to where he is, because as you can see, the command wolf is still pretty frail. So hopefully I'll be able to take this guy down without dying miserably. Now, I have done it before with just the stock command wolf the way it was with the regular weapon, but it's really hard because, as you can see, this Red Horn is pretty tough. But at least in the tournament mode, all the Zoids are stock. Like, all your opponents are stock, unlike in the campaign where some of them had like boss level health, and yet they were still like named the stock Zoid. Like the first frickin' mission, for instance. Ow, I am actually taking a beating from even that Mulga. So this is actually pretty challenging to be able to defeat these guys with just this. Oh man, I'm so close to dying right now. But I think I might be able to get him. The nice thing about a lot of the command wolf's weapons is they sort of turn ahead of the command wolf actually turning, so you can get more shots in per leap, or I guess you could say, or whatever. Okay, we defeated the Red Horn. Now we just gotta take out that wimpy Mulga without taking any hits. Ah, that was easy. Yeah, the long-range rifle is actually pretty powerful at this point in the game. Okay, so we win. And we can't skip the you win screen, but we get graded on our performance, and based on how we did is how much points we earn towards towards our credits. We get bonuses for our character's life and our partner's life, and so on and so forth. Or if we use an EX move, which I'll never use. So I didn't get a lot of points for my health, but I did get some points for my allies' health. Alright, second battle is against Van and Fiona, the main protagonists of Zoids Chaotic Sentry, and as they are in their child forms, and Moonbay, and they have a Shield Liger and a Gustav, as they do in the anime. And I've already gone over what the Shield Liger is all about, but the Gustav is, as you remember if you've seen the anime, is a transport Zoid that's not really meant for combat, and I've actually bought one in this game before and used it. It's actually fairly cheap, and it's one at the bottom of the list, but it only has one weapon, and it has obscenely tough armor, but it really does not have very good fighting capabilities, but it is, in all intents and purposes, a tank. So as you can see, I've bought the Lightning Sykes BS, so now I'm going to switch my ally over to the Command Wolf, so Irvine can actually have his signature Zoid. Although Irvine's actual Command Wolf is the Command Wolf IS, but we're not going to go into that. I'm going to sell the Cannon Tortoise and get a little bit more money back. But now that I have the Lightning Sykes, I will never have to buy another. Oh, I'm going to go and sell the Cannon Tortoise's weapons, and you know what? I might sell the Command Wolf's other cannon as well, because I'm never going to need it. But yeah, the Lightning Sykes, I will never have to buy another Zoid for the rest of the game with this thing. It is just ridiculously good, as I've demonstrated in the campaign. I'm going to go change the color of this Command Wolf real quick and personalize a little bit. I really like that color. I think that's really cool. Obviously, it's not the color of Irvine's Command Wolf, although his does have a long-range rifle on it. Go ahead and save real quick, and as you can see, I already have a couple files here. These two files, between these files, I have pretty much the best Zoids in the game, including the Liger Zero Phoenix and the Energy Liger, though I'm going to go ahead and erase one of them. And because I don't have a lot of space on these memory cards. GameCube memory cards are pretty puny, but I will buy whatever Zoids I deleted again in the other file, which will be easy because I have the best Zoids. Anyway, moving on to this battle here. The like as I've said, I've already demonstrated the lightning spikes, and it comes equipped with boosters. There might be some Zoids where I'll have to buy boosters for them, or a shield, or whichever I prefer, because it won't come with them. But some Zoids, like the lightning spikes, will come with boosters, and the shield liger will, as you can see, come with a shield. So yeah, I'm a bit concerned about the shield liger because it is pretty powerful, as the shield liger should be. But ooh, dang, my ally did a decent amount of damage to him. That's pretty rare. But as you can see, I am just so obscenely powerful as the lightning spikes now. And remember, this is stock. This is without any subparts whatsoever. Oh, he's shooting missiles at me. Yeah, this is actually going really well. I usually do not do this well with this fight. But then again, sometimes early on when I played this game, I didn't remember to sell all of my spare Zoids and all of my spare weapons. So it took me a while to actually be able to afford the lightning spikes. Anyway, the Gustav over here. My ally just died, so I'm not going to get any points for his health. But hopefully I'll get a decent amount of points for my own health, since I still have barely taken any hits. Yeah, as you can see, the Gustav has some pretty good armor, but we're just so obscenely powerful that it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of health, but it absorbs damage well, and its only weapon is these mines that it drops down, it seems. You can still melee us, but it's really slow as well. And my Vulcan gun is completely useless. Anyway, we defeated it. And after the battle is over, you hear the little buzzing sound thing that the judge announces after the end of a fight, and much like in Zoids New Century Zero. Anyway, we got a rank C. That's okay. We got a decent amount of credits for that. Alright, battle number 3 against Raven and Carl. He's called Carl Schwartz in this game, but is referred to as Carl Schubaltz in the anime, so that's how I'm going to be referring to him. Raven, as you may or may not know, is the antagonist of Zoid's Chaotic Sentry, which this is him in his child form as well, and his first Zoid that he's ever seen actually owning. I'm not going to address my setup or anything. I don't have enough money to afford the next Zoid I want, so I'm just going to go straight into the battle. And we're going to be up against 2 Zaberfangs here. The first, I believe Raven's Zaberfang is pretty much stock, but Schubaltz's Zaberfang is the Zaberfang SS, which has a lot of stuff on it. As you can see, it has a beam Gatling unit on it and everything. So we're going to start the battle like facing him directly. We're going to be like right in front of him, which is a bit concerning. Try to see if my ally can help me out here. But we should be able to handle these guys. Again, the beam Gatling unit, while it may look intimidating, is really inaccurate because it doesn't really shoot directly ahead of the Zoid. It actually shoots at an angle. Yeah, he's already lost more than half his health. We should be good. Oh, there's Raven. Oh, I guess he doesn't have a stock Zaberfang. It's the Zaberfang RV, which I guess means Raven. As you can see, I got away from him pretty easily. Oh, I thought I did at least. I just got trapped up by the other one. But yeah, if we need to, we can get out of here in quite a hurry because of our awesome boosters and how ridiculously fast this thing is. Honestly, I think this thing should have been more expensive for how brutal it is. But whatever, I'm not complaining. Now to just take down this other Zaberfang, which unfortunately is doing quite a bit of damage to me. Like, he's got that underbarrel shock cannon that really took a chunk out of my health. I said it was powerful in the campaign, and it is, so I'm not going to question that. God, where is my ally? His AI just fails. He has not participated in this battle at all, but at least maybe I'll get some decent points for his health being full. And I'm not worried about getting a certain amount of points in a certain amount of fights because we could do absolutely terribly and I wouldn't care as long as we still win because, I mean, I've got the best Zoid I could possibly want. Yeah, what do you know? He did not participate in the slightest. Oh well, hopefully I'll get some good points here. Not so good on my own health, though, unfortunately. Oh well, you can't have everything. 12,000, that's okay.